Great Friday morning to each of you, my beautiful and wonderful people. I really have missed you guys, and I've missed coming on here giving encouraging words. But if I can be honest with y'all, life has truly been life, and I know many of you have felt it too, hence why I am here today. And I just want to encourage about four, five, six, maybe seven of y'all today and let you know that though it tarries, wait for it, for it will surely come and it won't be delayed. So, y'all, listen. I was sitting here doing laundry and I was watching TV. Girlfriends was on, and it was the episode where Lynn was trying to get a music deal. Okay. And so her and Joan met up with Lynn's agent at like this bar type of deal, right? And so the agent was telling Lynn that he got her a music deal. And so when he began to go over the terms of the contract, I need you guys to just really listen to this. When he began to go over the terms of the contract, Lynn was sitting there, but she's like, "No, this don't sound right." And she expressed her feelings. This is not fair. It's not right. Basically, she was telling her agent, "No, I'm not settling for mediocre. This is not right." So the agent is like, you know what I mean? The music business, they're really not into trying to negotiate with a new music artist or whatever. They're offering you $50,000, for an advancement. So now Joan is kind of like, well, she's on the side of the agent and she's telling Lynn, she's like, hey, you should take that. She was like, I done seen a time, and y'all better be careful with your friends, because Joan kept telling her, she said, I done seen a time, Lynn, where you was trying to find a spare change in my couch, and now they're offering you $50,000. Lynn said, no, I'm not taking it because I know my worth. She just kept telling them, I know my worth, even though her agent and her friend kept saying, no, you need to go ahead and just take this. Her spirit was not okay with mediocre. I need you guys to hear what I'm saying to you. So Erica Badu was the guest star, and she got up on the stage. She started singing, and Lynn leaned over to the agent and she said, she didn't get to where she's at today by settling. She knew her worth. Fast forward to the end of the episode. Lynn came over to Joan's house. They're laughing and talking, as they always do. So Joan asked her, Joan said, are you going to take, the deal or whatever? And Lynn said, no, I'm not taking it. And so Joan is steadily trying to convince her why she should. Okay, this is why you have to be mindful of the people you hang around, because even though they can't see your vision, they still should be happy for you. They should see, your worth as well. They should be willing to pray for you, to uplift you, whether they agree or see it or not. These are the type of people you want to have in your life. But instead, Joan kept trying to give her all the reasons why she should settle. But Lynn was not going to settle. So here, this is the thing. This is the part I need you all to get. Okay. So at this point, Lynn calls the company herself. Okay. And so, of course, Joan is like, do you think this is a good idea? She said, this is the only way I can do this. So she was willing to bypass her agent, okay, because she saw that her agent or her friend was not going to advocate for her and to show the company her worth, right? So she called, she made her demands. And so they told her, we'll call you back at 4 o'clock, right, with an answer. So 4 o'clock came, y'all. I need y'all to really catch this encouragement. 4 o'clock came. The phone didn't ring. So Joan goes to Lynn and she says, it's 4 o'clock, Lynn. They still ain't called. Lynn said, they're going to call. She's holding strong, y'all. She believes and she has faith. She's declaring that this is going to take place. Okay. So I guess about 4:45 or whatever, Joan reminds her, hey, it's almost 5 o'clock. They still ain't called. Lynn still holding strong. Lynn said they gonna call. So every half an hour, Joan kept going to her saying they still haven't called. And even though every single time Joan kept coming back, you can see Lynn beginning to get weary. My goodness. But she never let that weariness slip out her mouth. She kept saying, they're gonna call. I need somebody to catch what I'm saying. Finally, at 7 o'clock, okay, Joan went to Lynn. Now she hiding in the cabinets and stuff. You know what I mean? She said, it's 7 o'clock, Lynn. I don't think they're going to call. And before Lynn can get anything out of her mouth, Lynn's phone rang. Lynn jumps up, answers the phone, and she's on the phone, and she has like this, basically like this blank look on her face. She's not happy and she's not sad, right? So she said, okay, thank you very much. Calmly, she hung up the phone. Well, Joan assumed, hear me at what I'm saying, that call did not go the way Lynn needed that to go. And so Joan said, oh, Lynn, I'm so sorry. She was like, so did they not want to meet the demands? Lynn said, oh, no, they're meeting my demands. They're meeting all of my demands except one. Now, Joan got happy for a few minutes, but she said, well, which one are they not willing to meet? The advancement? And Lynn said, oh, no, they met that demand. She said they just didn't want to give me the snacks that I asked for. Listen, y'all, I need y'all to understand one thing. God is not slow at keeping his promises. I need you guys to know that if God said it, he's obligated to do it. Because here's the thing, Lynn was not backing down on what she believed and what she knew about herself. Lynn had already declared and decreed that this was going to take place. In her physical body, she got weary. And I'm sure that if I use my imagination in the background of her mind, her wheels began to turn as the 4 o'clock hour bypassed without a phone call. But she never allowed it to come out of her mouth that it wasn't going to take place. Her physical body was getting weary, and maybe her personal thoughts were getting weary. But her mouth said, they will call. She continued to declare it until the end. And this is what we need to do. See, sometimes we get so busy and we get so caught up on the when and how God is going to do it when your only job is to just praise him and tell him thank you. Your only job is to believe that his word says now unto him who is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that we could ever ask, think, or imagine. And I just threw my own piece in there because that's truly what it is. You have to know that if God said it, he's obligated to do it. And he's doing it right now. We have no idea what God has to set up in the background for us just so that we can receive what we've believed in our heart. I need you to understand today that though it tarries, I'm going to need y'all to wait for it. For it will surely come. He didn't say it might. He did not say it's a possibility. The word says, for it will surely come and not be delayed. Y'all have a good day.